All right. Hello. 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 Sorry, I'm hungry. Um, trying to give you a look out there. That, of course, is the state capitol. And I'm going to swing around here. Hanging out in the hotel room, waiting on Coach Robbie. It's about 4 o'clock in Madison, Wisconsin, which is where I'm at. And I've already been down to the lake, kind of walked around they're building the finish line right now. Hung out in the Monona Terrace a little bit and saw a lot of there we go. A lot of people setting up. They're setting up all the booths. Roka's down there. Setting up a lot of really small mirrors. I don't know how you can look at a wetsuit in those little mirrors they've got up on the table. But yeah, man, it's about I guess it's about 70 degrees out. It's overcast today. It's a little chilly. Not chilly, but it feels pretty good. It's real nice out. This would be a fantastic way to end the day on Sunday with the run, high 60s. And that's kind of what it's looking like. It's also still looking like rain in the morning, so it is what it is. We're just going to have to do what we got to do. But I'm stoked. I'm in Madison. I love being up here. I'm starting to kind of settle in on the end of the journey here. It's been a long road to get up here. I mean, it's been months. It's taken months to get here to Madison, and now I am here. So I'm looking. Can you guys hear me all right? I can't tell if the mic is connected, but hopefully I can see something going on, but I don't know if it's a mic or whatever it is. But anyone out there? All right, Rob. All right, Howard. Anybody out there racing on Sunday? It's a yeah, I always come. First thing I do usually is walk out to the lake. I like to look at that lake. It's beautiful for one. It's a little bit intimidating for two, and it's good for me to kind of get my head wrapped around what's going on out in that water. I think I'm going to be driving the course tomorrow with a couple people just to kind of look at it. And I mean, I've ridden it, but just a little reminder. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I might look at the gravel. What's up, Steve? Not this year, huh? But yeah, we just want to get a look at the course and just a reminder. I'm going to be looking for little things like which hills are definitely things I'm going to want to take carefully. It's going to be difficult to tell in a car maybe, but get a little idea, like the turns, look at some of the turns, see what's going on. It's so weird because I've done this course a couple times, obviously, but I still have no real like memory. I remember Barlow. That was the course alternative a couple of years. I remember how steep it was at the end. I remember how tough it was getting up that last section, but I don't remember the Three Sisters or Three Bitches or whatever they call those hills out here. I mean, I don't remember exactly how really big they are. I doubt it's like that big a deal, but it's probably definitely a longer climb, a small ring kind of thing. And that's the kind of stuff I want to look at tomorrow. Yeah, I was supposed to ride yesterday a little bit just to kind of ride it out, but I don't like riding in my hometown. I thought I might come up here and ride, but I haven't figured that one out either. So I think I'm going to ride a little bit tomorrow and a little bit on Saturday and then call it a day. Then I'll ride a whole lot on Sunday. Good luck in Nice for 70.3 Worlds. Beautiful. IT Worlds in Switzerland last week. The course was deadly. Yeah, that's what I heard. No, I really didn't hear that, but I have heard it before. I haven't heard it before. I'm just making shit up now. Yeah. Well, those courses are all tough in some way, I guess. It's never easy, I think. That's the thing I got to keep in mind is like it's got to be a patience game, and I talk patience all the time, and I'm not super patient. I also have to wake up, man. I'm like in this decent spot, I guess. I feel pretty decent, but I'm still not like alive and ready. But I'm sure that once people get around and I'm not like talking to a microphone, looking at a screen all day, I'll be in a better place. Tom, what's up, dude? You on your way up tomorrow? Howard, I think we're going to try and Facebook Live that podcast. Oh, Friday. Perfect. Going to be at that Airbnb styling. I'm like 9th floor looking out straight at the state capitol. Pretty huge view here. I think let me give you a little view. It's going to take the camera. That's not too shabby right there, right? Right over there is the Martin Luther King Drive. That's the finish line when you turn down. Pretty sweet locale. But yeah, we love it here. They've been real nice. Yeah, so check in. I'm gonna register tomorrow, or check in, or whatever you want to call it, in the morning. Try and get that out of the way. Then I'm gonna actually switch rooms. Yeah, it's beautiful at night. Oh, maybe I'll do another cast tonight. But it's yeah, I'm gonna switch rooms tomorrow and get my stuff laid out and get everything ready, and then I'm just gonna chill. Well, I take that back. I've decided I'm gonna swim on Friday. I think a lot of people will be down there in the afternoon. Early afternoon, hopefully nice and sunny. I'll just get out there and get my stroke going, get that wetsuit on, see how it feels. Nothing crazy, but like as I said, I've been having these congestion things with my swimming lately, so I want to make sure I do it on Friday. Have a little time to let that clear and then be ready for the race. It is looking like a little bit of rain race morning, but rain isn't the problem really. The only main reason I don't like rain is because of the spectators. I like them to have a nice day. Rain doesn't bother me so much on the course, but it looks like it's going to be about maybe 5 to 8 degrees warmer than it was at Louisville last year in the beginning, and that's a huge difference. It's at the end of the Louisville bike last year, I kind of started warming up just a hair at some places, but if it starts in the mid 50s and ends in the low 60s on that bike, I'll be definitely fine with that. I just hope it's not any colder, because that's for me, it's sort of like you just run in that gray zone of like how warm you're going to dress, and then how much is it going to kind of constrict you. And I don't want that to happen. I want to go out there. I know I'm going to be cold in the beginning a little bit, but once you start hitting those hills, it's going to warm you up in a hurry. But so will the downhills cool you off in a hurry. So it's like a double-edged sword sometimes. But I'm going to be ready, but not like overdressed. And hopefully I can do that with this weather. Finally catching one of these live. I will be in Madison as well. And you did Jim Tross did 2017, going back for round 2. Nice. Well, hurry up and get here, man. It's starting to buzz. Yeah, they're building the finish line and putting up a lot of the stuff down on the expo. That was cool. Like I said, it'll be registration tomorrow. Check-in, whatever you call it. And then after that, it's the gear bag thing on Saturday and the bikes on Saturday, and then get some sleep and get up and go get it. with Crushing Iron. And once again, we did win the Rally of the Troops Tri Club membership. C26 Triathlon is the winner. Jim is hoping for sub 12 hours. I don't see why you wouldn't do that, buddy. Just go for it. My goal time? Yeah, I can't. I can't do it. My thing is, I don't know, man. I'm not wearing a watch. I'm wearing this watch. It's a chrono. I don't know if you can see it. It's one of those Ironman watches. I'm just going to start it and just feel it out and try and be solid all day. And then, you know, I'll make my decision as to what kind of race I'm going to try and go after right at the, maybe the beginning of the second loop of that run. It's so weird, man. I keep, there have been, pretty fast bike splits out here by certain people, but it's super rare. In my age group, a screaming bike split is 5:30. I usually do around 6. It'd be nice if I could cut 10 minutes off of that or something like that and be in the ballpark and hopefully not way back. So I just want to have a solid bike and a solid swim, and then hopefully my run holds up and I've got something left on that second loop and I can go for it. That's it. I think I'm in better shape than I was last time up here, so we shall see. Jim wants to know, any word on the swim? Is it an age group roll down or based on your finish time? I read the athlete guide. I think it's a self-seed based on your estimated finish time. So if that's the case, I'm going to really try and get up front. Not that I'm going to be super fast or anything, but I just want to move up. William says, good podcast. You've been to Madison 9 times. Oh man, that's nice. I will. I always love it up here. It's definitely at the top of my list. Obviously you guys know I'm from Wisconsin, so it's something special. And the Badgers play Saturday and I'm not going, but it's just cool to be around the environment. You can kind of hear the drums and the band and playing somewhere in the distance, and it's always cool. It's got a good energy. So other than that, yeah, Friday morning doing the podcast from one of the banquet rooms here. We're recording it to tape in front of a live audience, and we're going to probably try and stream it just on Facebook, something simple like this. St. Paul, Minnesota. I used to live in Uptown, man. Oh yeah, that last long stretch along the lake. Yeah, that's ideally where you'd want to put some speed in. It's about like a 10K left, I think, once you get there. And but it's isolated and lonely. It's not the most motivational stretch either. Vanat, just run your race, Mike. Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to do. I've said it many times on here, but this is just, I would really love to run that marathon. I mean, I've ran it usually, but I've kind of done the limp. It'd be nice to have a little bit more in that left on the second loop. Would I prefer Louisville or Wisconsin? Louisville's pretty nice, but for me, Wisconsin kind of blows it away, to be honest. Did I shave my legs? Yes. I shaved them this week, man. Kind of gives me a little extra bounce. Just in time I might put a little lotion on there and watch the rain beat up on my legs. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm playing around with thoughts about how to keep my feet warm. Last year on Louisville, that was like it just was numb feet are not pleasant. And I don't think it's going to be that cold here, but I do like the idea of having dry feet on the bike. But I don't usually wear socks, so it's going to be sort of a game time decision. Will Wisconsin be a team race next year? Asks Howard. I highly doubt it. How's that? But I will be here. We'll have a lot of people here, but I don't think it'll officially be a team race. Vanette says plastic bags. Yeah, you're talking about on your feet. The only thing about that is, like, if you remember, I used to do that as a kid with the bread bags, and I would be walking around. You can kind of feel the bags moving, and it's kind of a little bit of a. It's. I'm sure it would work warm wise, but I'm just a little leery because I've never done it, and I feel like my feet would slip around. Yeah, I'll look into that waterproof sock thing. Thinking about that. But I might want to check that out tomorrow and actually ride with them once and see how they feel. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know that means they're waterproof, but are they big, bulky, kind of like plastic on the outside type deals? Well, we said, yeah, Nikki, the Facebook thing. Only thing I'm worried about is not worried, but hopefully you can hear us all right, because I don't know if we're gonna have like pro audio situation. It might just be sort of the camera on us. Plastic bags saved me from hypothermia at Louisville. Well, on the feet, I mean, I think I just had socks on. I mean, I had toe warmers, but it was about 10 minutes into that race, and all that was no, it didn't matter. I know, yeah, I know the plastic bags will keep me warm. I just don't know. My one thought I had was maybe I would tape them over the outside, but the problem is I should have thought of that at Louisville for sure. Because it was going to be cold all day. But here, I think it's going to be a little cold in the beginning. But I think once you get 15, 20 miles in and you start riding those hills, I think my feet will be, the temperature seems like it's going to be all right. It's still too early to tell. I've got some ideas. Merlot socks, thin Merlot socks by Mark. Mark Moody says thin Merlot socks. Used them at Louisville and didn't get cold. Didn't get cold? How could you not get cold? Maybe, what kind of shoes do you see? My shoes are kind of that mesh stuff too, so that didn't help. All right, well, I'm gonna take off for now. I might give a couple extra since I'm here and I got nothing going on. And Robbie's here. Maybe when Robbie gets in, we can do one or do something else. I will see. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming in, and I'm gonna rest up and hydrate, as Vanette says. Thank you. All right, we'll see you later.